Hello everybody, this is FilmNerd here again with an unboxing video. Yeah, I know, it's been a while since I've done one of these. You're probably wondering what this white box is that has no markings on it or anything. So this is my Black Friday order from Vinegar Syndrome. I actually ordered this all the way back in November, close to Black Friday, and it just came up on my front door. Long story short, from what I understand, Vinegar Syndrome has been having some shipping issues with their warehouse or whatever, so that's why a lot of these orders came out later than expected. But yeah, this just came to my door and I'm very excited to open this up. And just to kind of catch you guys up to speed, Vinegar Syndrome is a boutique label, kind of like Shout Factory or Code Red or Kino Lorber. They're known for distributing all kinds of weird, crazy exploitation movies and cult films. I've done a couple of other unboxing videos on their guys' stuff because I'm a huge fan of Vinegar Syndrome. They always put out really high quality stuff. But anyway, enough of the rambling. Let's go ahead and get this box open. I feel like I should get a more badass knife for videos like this, just because, obviously the X-Acto knife gets the job done, but I don't know, it's kind of boring. Anyway, and yeah, all the tears on the top here, that's just for me taking out the shipping label because I don't want to dox myself. All right, let's see if I can get the box. Okay, I got it. There we go. And I can already see some of the goodness inside. So let's get these titles out. Some of these I've never seen before and others I have, so I'm very excited to check out the titles here. So we'll start from the top and work our way down. So the first movie I got here, and first off, you gotta love the bubble wrap. If I can get the popping. I should just do like ASMR with this stuff. If I can get that. There we go. Anyway, so the first movie we got here, if I can get it out, is a little oddity known as the Coca-Cola Kid from 1985 with Eric Roberts. This is one that I actually had heard about, but I had never, and it's falling over. I had never actually seen the movie, but I've been curious to check this one out ever since I saw a video by the Cinemasochist. Basically, this is a movie where Eric Roberts plays a cutthroat Coca-Cola salesman who's sent to Australia to broker a deal with a small town in Australia that's like the only place in the world that doesn't have Coke. And I've heard it's a pretty bonkers movie. Plus, I do love Eric Roberts. He's one of my favorite character actors. But I was also really happy to get the slipcover of this because I think this is actually selling out pretty crazy because this was on sale when I got it. But yeah, we got this really awesome cover with the Coca-Cola Kid in the middle. Got the bottle there and the kangaroos because it's Australia. And on the spine, Coca-Cola Kid, and that's FCE, Fun City Editions. That's one of the partnered labels that Vinegar Syndrome has. MGM logo at the bottom. And on the back, we just got another Coke bottle with fizz coming out. So let's take the slipcover off, which I always love these slips. And I'll go ahead and undo the packaging. And obviously, if you want to fast forward past me taking the plastic wrap off, you're more than welcome to do that. Although I'm sure there's some people out there who get like a weird ASMR thing out of like me messing with the plastic wrap. And the slipcover fell. All right, I should really get a more professional like setup for these kind of videos. Although granted, I don't do these very often. So okay, all right, that should be all the plastic wrap. So on the front, we got obviously the same cover as the slip. Spine, just same thing, Coca-Cola Kid. Let's see if I can like focus the camera a bit. Hang on. Come on. Well, anyway, regardless. Coca-Cola Kid. Let's see if I can. Well, anyway, regardless. And on the back here, I think it might be hard to focus because of the light. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we got a little reappear on the movie. I know it's kind of hard to read because it's pink, white on pink, but there it is if you want to check it out. The bottom here, you got your bonus features, which include a new 2K restoration. I almost said 4K. New interview with Eric Roberts, an interview with star Greta Scacchi, I'm probably saying that wrong, and producer David Rowe, new commentary track, and all the other good stuff. There's the full back. And again, I'm sorry for how blurry it is. There we go. And popping it open. On the inside, we've got the Blu-ray disc, which I do actually really like this disc artwork. It's very colorful and kind of zany. And we've also got a little booklet on the inside. I'm assuming it's got writing on the movie, which I always love whenever movie Blu-rays come with like little booklets, little readings about the movie, like essays and whatnot. And we got some reverse artwork of one of the original posters that has Eric Roberts with the lead actress, which obviously I'm going to flip it over. I'm actually really curious about the Eric Roberts interview because I've heard some pretty damning things about him with the movie. That like apparently he and the actress playing his love interest have a love scene in the movie where they obviously get naked. Apparently the actress did not get along very well with Eric. And like to the point, and she was especially annoyed because like during their love scene, he tried to like take the crotch piece off during it, which you know is pretty gross, honestly. But yeah, there's the Coca-Cola kid. Let's see. Let me move the box back into frame so I have something to set it up against. And obviously, I'll show all these off when I'm at the end of the video. So the next one we got here is our first 4K. And it's for a movie called Ebola Syndrome. I had never heard of this movie until Vinegar Syndrome came out with it. The title alone made me curious, but I was seeing people online saying that that it was just a really crazy, wild movie. Yeah, and I watched the trailer for this, and just reading the description of it is insane. It's basically about like this drug runner or something like that who goes to Africa, contracts Ebola, comes back home, and starts spreading it everywhere. And I'm really excited to see this movie because I've never seen it before. Maybe that's the front. Here's a spine. It just says Ebola Syndrome. And the back, I'm sure that's relevant to the plot. Anyway, take the slip off. And yeah, I'm also excited for this to be on 4K because Vinegar Syndrome does really good work with their 4K releases. If I can just, there we go. Because they recently did a 4K release of Stuart Gordon's From Beyond, and the 4K restoration they did on that is spectacular. So I'm curious to see how they cleaned up Ebola Syndrome. All right. Plastic wrap off. The front, just again, same cover as the slip. The spine, this is Ebola Syndrome. And the back, this read-up might be a little bit easier. There we go. If you want to pause the video and read through the description. And then we got our bonus features. And then we got some still images from the movie. The full back. Then we just pop this guy open, and we're greeted by another booklet, and a pretty thick one of that too. I'm assuming, again, just more reading on the movie, which I'll definitely comb through this later, just because I'm always curious to learn more. So anyway, we've got our 4K disc right there, and we have our Blu-ray disc right here. Let's see, we should have some reverse cover art, and we do. Very nice. Go ahead and flip that over. It's kind of weird that the reverse art isn't used for the Blu-ray disc, because that's usually what Vinegar Syndrome does, is they'll have like the main artwork as like the 4K disc, and then they'll have the reverse art as the Blu-ray. But instead they have like the image from the back of the slip for the Blu-ray disc. But whatever. But yeah, I'm very excited to check this movie out because I have no idea what to expect going into this. And to me, that's the best kind of experience with a movie. So go ahead and pop that back on. and set that aside. Now the next one, this is one I'm really excited for, especially because I managed to get this before it sold out. But Trey Parker's Cannibal the Musical. This is a release I was so excited for because I love Cannibal the Musical. I actually wrote a review for it for my Trauma Tuesday series. But when I saw that Vinegar Syndrome was putting this out on Blu-ray, I was like, I have to get this because I love this movie. I know Refuse Films, I think it's the name of the company, they also put this out on Blu-ray, and Trauma was like promoting it, so maybe they had more to do with that release than this one, but I'm not 100% sure. But I do love this cover where you got, you know, Trey Parker as Alfred Packer. You got the female lead whose name escapes me. You got the fur trappers. You've got you know, all, I don't know. I just love how like goofy this box cover is. And on the spine it says Cannibal the Musical, and that's Degausser Video. That's basically a label that Vinegar Syndrome created to release movies like that were shot on video. And the back has some more images from the movie Spadoinkle. You've got Packer with his horse Leanne, which I love the backstory about Leanne, which they obviously go into better detail of. Then you got the main guys. You've got the one guy who gets killed later in the movie. You've got the one-eyed man, the Let's Build a Snowman sequence, which is one of the best parts of the movie, and the fur trappers again. But yeah, it's all in this really thick box. And you got the actual Blu-ray on the inside. So let's go ahead and take these out. And I already love the cover art that I'm seeing here. But, oh, sorry, little thing there. And we got another booklet, pretty thick one too, on Cannibal. Some more images from the movie. Oh, it's a scrapbook by Jason McHugh. I believe he's one of the actors from the movie. But yeah, some really good stuff in here. A lot of behind the scenes photos and like some promotional work. I'm very excited to comb through this. Just looking at all this stuff is pretty great. Oh, and of course, Spadoinkle over and over again. And now onto the actual Blu-ray. So on the front here, we got Alfred Packer wielding an axe with Cannibal the Musical all embossed. On the spine, again, just says Cannibal the Musical. And on the back, we've got Packer there. And there's even a little read-up on here, too. Let's see. Cannibal the Musical is the true story of the only person convicted of cannibalism in America, Alfred Packer. The sole survivor of an ill-fated trip to the Colorado Territory, he tells his side of the harrowing tale to news reporter Polly Pry as he awaits his execution. And his story goes like this. While searching for gold and love in the Colorado Territory, he and his companions lost their way and resorted to unthinkable horrors, including toe-tapping songs. The Fiends! But, yeah. Anyway, so we'll get the slip off. Yeah. And we got the actual Blu-ray, which, of course, is in more plastic wrap. So I gotta cut that open. And let's see if I can, like, sharpen the image. Okay, that should do it. I really ought to get like a ring light or something, because that might be part of the reason why it keeps losing focus, is because there's not a whole lot of light around here. But yeah, so the front is the same cover as the case, the spine again, and on the back we've got a very lengthy read up on the movie. If you want to pause the video and read through all that. Of course, we got a ton of bonus features on here, both new stuff and some old stuff. And we get our specifications and the little Trauma logo down there, and the full back. And now let's pop these open. And we've got two Blu-ray discs. So here's the first Blu-ray disc. And then our second Blu-ray, which I think the second one just contains more bonus features, but it doesn't say. And then we got some more inside artwork, including Let's Build a Snowman, the bit where Alfred Packer is singing about his horse, singing When I Was on Top of You. Yeah, just, again, I love this movie, and I'm so excited for this Blu-ray release. But yeah, again, if you guys haven't checked out my review of Cannibal the Musical, I definitely would recommend it. And also just watch the movie itself, because like, especially if you're a fan of South Park, you can see a lot of what would become staples of South Park in Cannibal the Musical. And I'm also just excited that I got this Blu-ray too, because I saw that it sold out very quickly on Vinegar Syndrome's website. So clearly a lot of other people were looking for it. Oh, and they fell. Okay. Let me box back over. I should really get like a stand or something for all this. Okay, good. So the next one here is another 4K, and this is another one I haven't seen before. Easton Hustle. Admittedly, I mostly got this one because this is released through Trauma, and I'm trying to build my Trauma collection and also have movies to review for whenever I decide to bring back Trauma Tuesdays as a series on my site. But this one sounded really cool. It's like kind of a crime thriller from the 70s, very kind of grindhouse vibes to it. And I also do really like this cover. And of course, you got the embossed title there. But there's the front, the spine, Easton Hustle. And this is from, I don't know if you can see that. I'll look at it. It's from Canadian International Pictures. Yeah, that's because this movie was made in Canada. And the back just has some more artwork from the movie, I'm assuming. But yeah, I do like the look of this cover, and I don't know, it kind of gives off this sort of like taxi driver vibe. I think it might just be because of the yellow lettering, but I'm very excited to check this one out. Because in general, I just like checking out movies I had never seen before and never even heard of, because you never know what you're gonna get when you see them. Okay, let's pull the plastic off. Yeah, you can't see it, but there's a lot of plastic wrap off camera. All right, we got that off. So the cover is the same as the slip. The spine just says Easton Hustle. And the back has another lengthy read up here. There we go. If you want to pause the video and read through that. And then we got our bonus features, which this might be a little hard to read because it's red text on black. And I think these are the specifications for the movie. I don't know if you can see that. But there's the full back. We'll pop it open. And we got another booklet. Yeah, it's like 4 in a row with a booklet. Not quite as thick as some of the other ones, but still got a lot of really good writing on the movie. And on the inside, we've got some pretty plain-looking discs, honestly. We've got the 4K disc, and we have our Blu-ray discs, which, I don't know, I'm a little disappointed by how bland these discs look, but I don't know, I'm fine with it. And let's see, do we have reverse cover art? Yes, we do. I actually really like this cover art. Like, as much as I like this, I kind of like this one a little bit more, just because, I don't know, it kind of fits more in that sort of like grindhouse aesthetic. Like the poster for like They Color One Eye, aka Thriller, A Cruel Picture. You know, something like that. With like all the text and the fact that it's like a black and white photo. Like, I don't know, I think I kind of like this cover just a tad bit more. Obviously, that's just my opinion, but either cover I think looks really good. But yeah, I'm excited to check out Easton Hustle. Oh, and I almost forgot the booklet. Can never forget the booklet. But yeah, I'm excited to check out Easton Hustle whenever I get around to it. Okay, let me just make sure. Okay, cool. So the next one I got, this is one I actually have seen, and it's another Trauma movie. You'll notice a bit of a theme here. Story of a Junkie. This is one I really didn't know what to expect going into it, and this is a pretty brutal movie. Like, not brutal in the sense that like it's, you know, super violent and gory or whatever, but it's a very brutal, honest look at like drug culture in 1980s New York, specifically in the East End Village. It's very raw and visceral and, you know, pretty real life stuff. Like, it's a pretty hard movie to sit through, like, but not but not in the sense of like it's hard to watch. Like it's just kind of uncomfortable given the subject matter. But I remember really liking this movie, and I'm excited to get the Blu-ray for it. But yeah, here's the front of the slipcover. It overdoses. It loves. It loses. It survives. Story of a junkie. And then on the spine, story of a junkie. The Vinegar Syndrome logo. And on the back, it shoots, it bangs, it deals. Yeah, that's just footage of the documentary film crew. Take the slipcover off. And I don't know, as kind of a quick aside, it is kind of funny how like the slipcovers are almost as sought after as the movies themselves. Because I'll be honest, I'm kind of in that same league where like I'll only, unless it's something I really want, I'll only get a certain Vinegar Syndrome release if I can still get the slipcover, which I know is kind of shitty, but you know, it's just one of those things where it's like, obviously, you know, I can still watch the movie without the slipcover, but it feels kind of naked if I don't have the slip, especially if it came with one originally. Because if it didn't, then I'm fine, but if it did, I'd much rather have that just to make it feel complete. Anyway, tangent aside, there's the front again. The spine again just says story of a junkie. And on the back, there's a read up here on the movie if you want to pause that and read through it really quick. Okay, Lower East Side. Sorry, I said Easton Village. My bad. And then we've got our special features. Then we got some stills from the movie. Again, just showing you like a very real, honest depiction of drugs, of a drug culture in 1980s New York. There's the full back. And we'll pop this open. And we've got 2 discs here. We've got a Blu-ray disc. And we have, a CD. That's interesting. I'm guessing this is a like a soundtrack for the movie, which I can't say I've seen that in a while. And then, of course, we got some reverse cover art that says Gringo. I think that might be the original like title for the movie, like the working title before it became Story of a Junkie. But I'm kind of glad they changed the title because Gringo just sounds kind of generic, like it doesn't really tell you anything about the movie. Whereas Story of a Junkie is a lot more descriptive, like it tells you what the movie's about. So, okay. Let's see. Actually, let me check the bonus features on here. Soundtrack CD by composer Chuck Kentis. Okay. Hang on, let me fix the artwork here a little bit so it's like more level. Okay. So that's Story of a Junkie, and there goes Easton Hustle. Okay. And I'm sorry again that the video keeps like going blurry. Okay, let's see. Maybe if I can focus on his face. Okay, I don't know if that'll help or not. And so the last movie we got here is another title that's from Troma, from the Gausser video label, Redneck Zombies, which I'm also excited to get this on Blu-ray. Like, who would have thought a movie like Redneck Zombies would get a Blu-ray release? It's pretty crazy. But yeah, this is a shot-on-video horror film about, rednecks who come across toxic waste. They drink it because they think it's moonshine, and they turn into zombies. That's really all you need to know. And I do like, again, the embossing on the title here. But yeah, there's the front cover, and it does look really cool with the girl getting her scalp ripped off by a zombie, which I don't know if she's in the movie, but I know he is. He's one of the titular redneck zombies. And then on the spine, you got the title there, a little nuclear symbol, then the Gausser video label. And on the back, we've got the Tobacco Man, who's like this crazy, traveling salesman who sells tobacco to people. But anyway, yeah, there's the slip. Take that off. And then we got the actual Blu-ray. Let me get this off. But yeah, I don't know. This is definitely one of those movies that you're either gonna love it or hate it based on the title. Like, if you scoff at a title like Redneck Zombies, you're obviously not gonna enjoy it. And it's on a technical level, no, it's not a good movie. But it is a fun movie to watch and kind of goof on. But again, like the filmmakers kind of know what kind of movie they were making. Like it's not something where they set out to make high art and just failed. Like they knew what kind of movie they were making with this. But yeah, there's the front. There's the spine once again. Let me see if I can focus that. All right, well, that'll have to do. And then we got to read up on the movie again. If you want to pause the video and read through that. Then we've got our bonus features, which there's a lot of stuff on here, which I'm very excited to check out. Some stills from the movie, and you can tell from these stills the video quality on this movie was not good. But there's the full back. Then we'll pop it open. And we just have our one Blu-ray disc, which I actually do really like this artwork of all the zombies, which a lot of these are in the movie. And then we got the reverse artwork, which I believe this is the original like DVD and VHS cover art for Redneck Zombies, which is pretty iconic. And yeah, I'm definitely switching this one out because I've always kind of liked the original cover art for Redneck Zombies. Like it kind of matched the tone of the movie, you know, even though like, yeah, none of these people are in the actual movie. It is just still kind of ridiculous and fun, which is definitely how I would describe the movie. Ridiculous, but fun. Anyway, so there's my Black Friday haul, all in a row. Nice and neatly organized. We got the Coca-Cola Kid, Ebola Syndrome, Cannibal the Musical, Easton Hustle, Story of a Junkie, and Redneck Zombies. These three I've already done reviews for. I'll leave links to them in the description below. And if I ever do get around to watching and reviewing the other movies, I'll leave those links in the description below. But yeah, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you guys so much as always for watching. Look forward to more videos and more reviews coming out soon. And until then, I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.